There were no final expense agents harmed during the filming of this video. Today, I'm going to share with you a very important true story about two final expense agents. With both agents, not only do they live in the very same state, but they live in the very same county. And up until the pandemic, were both what I like to refer to as pretty decent agents. So what happened with these agents? Well, this is where it gets interesting, so you might want to stick around. I'm Douglas Massi, and this is when I'm going to ask you to give this video a big old thumbs up right now so that YouTube keeps sharing our content to new viewers. And if you haven't subscribed, definitely do that now. We're putting out new content on a weekly basis. And one other thing, if you'll ring the little bell-looking thing that's next to the subscribe tab, you're going to get notified every single time we put out a new video. And check this out. Stick around till the end of the video. I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the thank you letter that we send to all of our new clients. It comes in a Word document so you can easily pop your photo in it the way that I did, and you can put in all the pertinent policy information so your client will remember the monthly payment along with the draft date. So what's the story with these two final expense agents? Well, a little more information about both agents. Both of them female, and they're actually both about the same age. One has a family to support and the other one's single. Now, when the pandemic came to the United States, one of the agents, well, the single gal, basically shut everything down. I mean, her business died overnight. Meanwhile, the other agent with the family to feed actually stepped up her game and her production. She and I had several very good conversations where I suggested a game plan that would help her to accomplish her goals, which was to increase her income and not crap out like most everybody else in the U.S. The first time she broke $20,000 in sales was in April, during the middle of all this mess. So why did agent number one die and agent number two prosper? That is a really good question. Well, with the deceased, she allowed all the stuff that's going on out there to get in here. She had a few people say that they didn't want anyone coming over to their house because of the virus. My goodness, I've never had anybody say they didn't want me coming to their house before. And even though we've been getting that same exact excuse for years, she started to listen to the prospects, her potential clients. And on top of that, she started believing the excuses. Her business got really difficult. She immediately got off the weekly fixed cost leads program and has been basically buying leads a little bit here and there. The bottom line here is that she got it into her head that this is a bad time to sell final expense insurance. And look, I can't say she's wrong, because once you get something like that in here, whether it's true or false, you believe it, even if it's fake news. But to her, it's real. That's how the human brain works. That's why it's so easy to believe things that are unbelievable. And just to be clear, guys, I'm not trying to make the pandemic sound like it's overblown and not as serious as people say it is. It's a pandemic. We all need to take care of ourselves and our families. So that means no Trump rallies for you Trumpsters out there, and no peaceful protesting for you looters. Now let's talk about agent number two. She decided, I'm not going to allow this craziness to mess with my business, and she asked me what she can do to increase her numbers. Well, I did what I do. I said, well, shoot, hon, you're on 20 leads a week. Let's double up. Why don't you go to 40 leads per week? I mean, with 40 direct mail leads, can't hurt, right? And she did. Her weekly lead cost went from $700 to $1,400. But her sales doubled too. They actually did more than double. Really? Oh yeah, they did. I mean, it's not like she has somewhere else to be, so I showed her how to take all that sitting around time and turn it into money. Well, who'd have thought of that? I know, crazy, right? She went from making an average of 4 sales per week to crushing it. And we're talking now she's doing right around 8 to even 9 sales every single week. I did give her some tips on how to deal with the people that just didn't want her to come over and were using the virus as an excuse. And she actually got really good at dealing with that objection, and they were allowing her to get in front of them. As I said, April was a great month, her best month ever. She broke over 20,000 with right around, I think it was like 38 or 39 signed applications. Holy cow, she went from being average to one of our top producers. All because she decided she wanted to be successful. Therefore, she started behaving like a business owner and not a struggling life insurance agent. So here's the moral to the story. If you believe in yourself and believe that you will be successful, then you can and will be successful, even when everyone around you doesn't believe it and thinks you're crazy. But if you aren't so sure of yourself and you think, this is probably going to be difficult and hard to do, you get it into your head, I promise you it will be difficult and hard to do, and you most likely will fail. With this being said, anybody, I mean anybody with a decent work ethic can have a 6-figure income selling final expense insurance. Are you willing to invest financially into your business like any normal business owner would? Are you willing to sacrifice a few short years of your life so that one day, like me, you never have to sacrifice anything ever again? If so, you'd be a great addition to our sales team, whether you want to sell over the phone or face-to-face. We start our new agents with some of the highest commissions in the industry and absolutely most affordable lead program in the nation. So guys, if you'd like a copy of the thank you letter that I mentioned earlier in the video, just shoot me an email at doug@ufesonline.com. And for more information on joining our sales team, our final expense sales team, you can shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get out there and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.